Okay, so I'm making a video for people that have asked how I get my mask pleats all nice and neat and stuff. So they've asked a lot of questions, especially my family's trying to make masks. So I'm just gonna make this little video. The pattern that I posted a link to a video, and I use that, but it requires one sheet of the same fabric. I cut it into two parts. So this is the back pattern I made, and it's 7.5 by 9 inches. And this is the front, and this is 8.5 by 9. So that's what I use to cut my things. So first what I do is I make a zigzag for the side that has the opening. And just make sure you have the right side together. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So make a zigzag for that side. Okay, so both pieces have the zigzag stitch. It's hard to see on the dark one. And on the white, I have marked, there's two little marks here, that's where the hole's gonna be, so you can insert the extra filter or the wire. So I'm gonna do a straight stitch from here to here and then here to here on this piece. The top part of the mask. This is the bottom. Now it looks like this right now, but all you have to do is just take the white and shake it, put it all the way up against the bottom. And we're just going to do straight stitch all the way across. Okay, so now it should look like this. And now we're going to go iron. Alright, now we're going to iron. So I don't have an ironing board, so I just use a piece of wood with fabric on it. So your thing's going to look like this. And what I do is I go like this first. I'm going to open up that seam. And I flip it over. I'm going to open up, this is the seam with the hole. Okay, open that up. Take my iron. Iron that seam. Flip it over. And I'll iron open that seam. Okay, and then this is the bottom seam without the hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down right there, and then this side, I hope this is in the view. This side just kind of automatically will go where it's supposed to. So flatten it out like that, and then you're just going to iron it. Turn it over. Let's see. Now this is the inside of the mask. There's the hole. So we'll iron that. Okay. And back to the sewing machine. Okay, now we're going to do the elastic. I have two pieces. These are 7 inches. This is the hardest part, really. I start up here at the top. I know this is hard to see with the black. I probably should have used white just to show you. And I put the elastic right, so it's right in there on the top edge. Okay, so the elastic is right here. And I'm going to sew that piece. I'm just going to use a straight stitch. I'm going to go back and forth a couple times. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to feel for the elastic. This is the hard part that people get frustrated with. And you just make sure it's flat so it goes the same way all the way to the bottom. Once you get to the bottom, you put it right in that corner so it's flush, and you pinch it down. I pinch it down about right there, okay? And then I'm going to pull it so that that's flat, and the elastic is right here. And that actually feels twisted. Let me check. Yeah, it's twisted. Hold on, let me do that again. Okay, so pinch it, pull, and I'm just going to sew all the way down to here, and then I'm going to go back and forth a little bit to secure that elastic. Do that same thing for this side. I turn it over this way and I start at the top just so it looks the same. You could start on this side from the bottom if you want, but I like to make sure everything's on the same side. Always, if you start on the same side on both sides, then it looks the same. Otherwise you might have something a little wonky. Just never know. Okay, so that's up there. I go back and forth. Okay, find the elastic, make sure it's flat. And then go to the edge and put that right on the edge. Pinch, pinch and pull. And the elastic's right here. Just lightly pull. You don't want to pull it too much or there's no need to pull it too much. You just want to get it straight enough so that you can sew all the way down. So you're really pulling the elastic, not the fabric. You don't have to do this, but I like to cut the corners just so they don't have a bunch of bulk on them. Homeschooling, so kids are home. Talking about puke, it's probably cat puke because we have 2 cats. They like to puke, hairballs. Okay, so you cut that. I don't even worry about all these little things. I mean, you can if you want to, but I hate cutting little strings. They're all going to be on the inside anyway. But now you have this hole. That's useful, but it's a lot more useful for turning it inside out. Like, serves a lot of purposes. Okay, now that string, see, I need to cut that. Oh, it just came out. Okay, wasn't sewn on there. Strings on the outside, I'll cut. If they're going to stay on the inside, I don't even worry about them. Okay, so now that is what you have, and now we go back to the iron. Okay, we're back to the iron. You probably don't need to do this part. I like to do this part because I think this is one of the keys to making the pleats look nice, but it can be skipped. Is it still on? Yeah. But I just like to go over it, press it with the iron a bit. It's hard to see fine. I think this makes it easier to do the pleats because the sides are more pressed, like how they're supposed to be. I hate doing pleats. Just makes it easier, I think. Okay, now back to the sewing machine. Okay, so my last video didn't go through when I tried to send it through the iCloud because lovely technology. So this is a different mask, but I'm gonna have to do the last video over again. So I'm gonna do pleats now. Now what I do is you start about, put your top fingers about right here on both sides, and then you're gonna pinch. So pinch, bring up to about the white area, hold it down. Take your clippies. If you don't have any of these, you can get them on Amazon. I got these at Michael's, and then later I realized I should have got them from Amazon because Amazon is a lot cheaper. So we're gonna clip the sides. Okay, so it should look like that. We're gonna turn it over. I like to do the rest on this side so I know what it's gonna look like. It's just easier to get them even, I guess. So put your fingers on the bottom part of, this is the one, so put your fingers on the bottom part, and then you're gonna pinch it and fold the fabric under. Okay, it looks about even. Then we're gonna clip it. And we're going to do the third one, same way. Have it go to about right there. Clip it. Okay, so you got 3 pleats. Looks good. Now what we're going to do, there's something else I was going to tell you, I can't remember what it is. Whatever. Okay, now we're going to sew. I'm going to sew it upside down. This is the top, the hole. And I'm going to sew from here to here to over here, and I'm going to stop where the hole is. Okay? Where's the hole? What? There it is. Okay. So the hole starts about right here. I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to start again over here, and I'm going to go like that. And the reason for that is so that you can put wire up here. You put wire up here, and it can go any kind of wire. Pipe cleaner, you can go all the way over there, or a trash bag tie would probably fit in that hole. I don't think a bread one would, but a trash bag one would fit. Okay, so I'm just going to do straight line. Okay, so the stitch is about right here. So you don't want to stitch it all the way up here. You want to leave room to insert a wire in between that section. Okay, so it's going to go right there. Back up, forward a bit, strengthen it. Okay, and it starts right here. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and we'll just cut these little strings off. Now after this, I will go and press it with the iron again. So you press it, and then turn it over, press it again, and let it cool sitting like that. And I really think that that is part of getting the pleats really good, is giving it that final press. And I've had stuff that I have washed, and as soon as I take them out of the dryer, they still have the pleats. And hold on, there's cat hair all over this. I'll go get one and I'll show you. Okay, like this one, hopefully you can see it. It's black, so this one I just took it out of the dryer and hung it up. And so it's washed, it's dried, and the pleats stayed in it pretty good. I think part of it is pre-washing your fabric, wash it, dry it. That way when you do your pleats, if there's any shrinkage, it's already happened, so it won't mess up those pleats. And it's ironing at each step. So I've ironed this one twice already, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna iron it again, and then I'm gonna let it dry, make sure it cools down so it's nice and flat, and then, I don't know, the pleats just stay in pretty good. So that is how I get my pleats. All right, thanks for watching.